March is Women's History Month, a time to reflect on the invaluable contributions of women throughout history. From the pioneering woman who paved the way for equality in policing, to the dedicated officers, detectives, and leaders shaping the future of LAPD today, women in the LAPD continue to play pivotal roles in making our city safer. Their dedication to duty, community engagement, and leadership are a testament to the impact of women in law enforcement.
This month, we are not just celebrating a milestone, but honoring a legacy. A legacy forged by extraordinary women who dared to defy expectations, shatter stereotypes, and pave the way for generations of women in law enforcement. This is the story of LAPOA, the Los Angeles Women Police Officers and Associates. A story that began a century ago, at a time when women in policing were a rarity. Their roles were often confined and their contributions undervalued. In 1925, a group of determined women, led by the visionary Alice Stebbin Wells, the department's first policewoman, appointed only 15 years prior, recognized the need for collective action. They faced a city council intent on cutting their hard-won rights, their benefits, and their very place within the LAPD. But these women would not be silenced. They would not be deterred. They united, forming the Police Women's Association of Los Angeles. Marguerite Curley, a towering figure in every sense, became their very first president. Their victory was a testament to their courage, their solidarity, and their unwavering belief in their right to serve and protect their community. The early victory was just the beginning. Over the next century, LAPOA would evolve into a powerful force for change, advocating tirelessly for the advancement of women in law enforcement. They challenged discriminatory practices, fought for equal pay, and demanded the opportunity to serve in every capacity, proving time and again that women were not only capable, but excelled in every role. Then, in the 1970s, when faced with several disparaging public statements against women patrolling the streets, from Chief Ed Davis, LAPOA once again rose to the challenge. Fanchon Blake, the former president of LAPOA, filed a landmark sex discrimination lawsuit against the LAPD.
I have doubts that the city council would be able to resolve it at this time, and all we can see in our future would be more meetings, more delays, more harassment. And after 27 years, my patience, my hope, and our career, it just come to a screeching halt. Something had to be done. Somebody had to do it, and so I've done it.
The outcome of this legal battle made significant changes to the LAPD, forcing the department to abandon discriminatory practices and embracing a new era of equality. At this time, the police officer's title and rank became formalized. Today, LAPOA's mission continues to evolve, adapting to the ever-changing landscape of policing. The organization remains a vital source for women in community policing, providing mentorship, leadership training, and professional development opportunities. LAPOA fosters a strong network of support and advocacy, empowering women to rise through the ranks and become leaders in their fields. 100 years later, as we stand on the shoulders of these giants, we celebrate their legacy.
When I went to Parker Center the first time for part of the testing, I said, I felt at home. I said, this is mine, and I'm going to be here. And I knew that in my heart.
First was, you're too short, and secondly, aren't you afraid? You could get shot, and none of those responses were ever a deterrent to me. So around 18, I made the decision that I'd like to go into law enforcement.
Early in '73, started hearing, that the Fanchon Blake consent decree had been settled and that the department was going to have to start hiring, or Ed Davis had decided, Chief Davis, that he would start hiring women. And I thought, oh, okay. And this time he would be hired as a police officer.
At first, the instructors were unsure what to do with us. They yelled all the time and said, you don't belong here, and you're not going to make it through the academy. But as we continued our training and began to show that we were learning the skills and were able to compete with the male officers, it seemed like it got a little bit easier for us.
At this point, I remember that captain telling me I'd probably make commander before him and treating me so badly. And so he is the reason I was going to take the test. And he is the reason I was going to do as good as I could, because he doesn't realize it. But his challenging me, his lack of support was all I needed, because I love a challenge. And that was the challenge I needed to really, really succeed. And so I prepared, took the test, and that outside panel put me number 1 on the list. And I got promoted with 17 years on the job as the first female commander in LAPD's history.
We celebrate their courage, their tenacity, and their relentless commitment to justice. We celebrate the progress they fought for, the barriers they broke, and the doors they opened for generations of women to follow. And as we look to the future, we know that their legacy will continue to inspire us, to guide us, and to remind us that together we can achieve anything. Women in policing are still writing the next chapter of this remarkable story, a chapter filled with passion, purpose, and an unwavering resolve to create a better department and community.
This month, we honor and thank the women of the LAPD, past, present, and future, for their courage, service, and sacrifice. Your contributions make a lasting difference, and your legacy continues to inspire us all. Thank you.